Fine. I'll do it. Within an exclusive club, Lewis couldn't help grinning when he heard the other voice from the phone. Great. See you tonight. You better not stand me up again. With that, he hung up. The young men and women surrounding him immediately gave him a thumbs up after learning what had happened. Never thought a tiny trick like this could get that chick to obey you, Ms. Langford. You're incredible, a blonde man praised. Lewis chuckled evilly. She would never have agreed if I hadn't sent her brother in. Besides, how could I let a chick like her slip through my fingers like that? None of the women he set his sights on have ever gotten away from him. All it took was some time and some tricks. Dahlia may look like an innocent woman, but as long as he used her friends and family as bait, she would surely bite. I'm curious, Mr. Langford. Why would you marry her? You could have just had fun without getting married. This doesn't seem like something you'd do. The blonde man observed. Excellent question. Lewis paused to light a cigar. Truthfully, what I want is the Glenstead Nicholsons' support. Marriage between our families has been set, and Dahlia will soon carry out her family's orders. Through her, I will take over the Nicholsons' power completely. His words caused a stir among the crowd, and they immediately began singing his praises. As expected of Mr. Langford, he thinks so far ahead. How impressive. He has brains and brawn. He's amazing. Once I take over the Nicholsons, I will become the head of the Langfords, Lewis declared confidently. Competition between him and his brothers was fierce, as everyone wanted to become the head of the family. To win against them, he must have enough strength and power. Then let us wish you a happy marriage in advance. The blonde man led the group to offer Lewis a toast. Soon, laughter resonated through the room. 8 p.m. at Hillview Restaurant. Dustin had arrived earlier than the agreed time. He had chosen the most luxurious room they had to cater to him and Dahlia, which didn't matter much to him since this was one of his businesses, and he didn't have to pay. Sir, our chef prepared these dishes specially for you. Please let us know what you think. The manager, carrying a menu, began to introduce each dish to Dustin. No need for all this. You can arrange it as you see fit. Just make sure to get us the chef's signature dish. Dustin instructed. Of course, sir. The manager nodded and waved his hand to those outside the room. A group of waiters immediately began setting up the place with flowers, wine, candles, and more, making the room look romantic and warm. They had even hired a guitarist and 3 dancers to perform. Soon, everything was ready. Sir, I took the liberty to arrange some performers. I hope you don't mind, the manager said with a smile. This looks quite grand. You must have put in a lot of effort. Dustin was surprised. I can always tell them to leave if you don't wish them to be here. The manager lowered his head. It's fine. It's quite nice. Thank you. Dustin smiled. Dahlia would like this, wouldn't she? It's my pleasure to serve you, sir. May I know when Ms. Nicholson will be arriving so I can prepare things? The manager asked tentatively. She should be here soon. Dustin glanced at the time. It was already past 8. Dahlia always kept her promise and was never late. Did something happen? Puzzled, Dustin pulled out his phone to call her.